And we're back now. Philip Elson, the attorney that was really spearheaded this whole entire mission to reveal who was exactly carrying a badge in Oakley. Oakley, for people who don't know, 2 bars, 1 light, not a lot of money, but with this program, they've raised around $250,000.
Correct. I mean,
what's wrong with that?
The village itself is 1 mile by 1 mile, and they're raising money. The problem is our police departments are very serious business. I mean, police departments under Michigan law, police officers have the right to shoot people, to defend themselves, and to protect the public.
No, they
Sure they
don't.
do. To protect.
Sheriff, can you hear cops shoot people?
Not only in self-defense.
There you go.
Well, everybody has a right to shoot someone in self-defense, right, Rick?
Yes, they do.
Okay,
absolutely.
so I don't understand. I'm missing the argument. It sounds like this is a great fundraiser for a city that's got a budget of $90,000.
We're going to treat our police departments like amusement parks. Those who pay the ticket to ride get to come in and play police officer for the afternoon. I don't have a problem with the issue of someone wanting to come in and volunteer. It's great. You should volunteer for community. You should help your community out. But why all of a sudden do you have to have a badge in the police department? Oakley issued badges to all their reserve officers, and they all live not anywhere near Oakley. They live 2 hours away down here in Detroit area.
Well, it sounds like those people that are allegedly doing that are doing it strictly for the exemption on the concealed pistol license, especially if allegedly they're not actually doing anything for the city, and allegedly if they're not having to actually go through a training program, pay a couple grand allegedly for an exemption, and they get to carry a gun in a gun-free zone. Why shouldn't we just look at this as treating the law as a farce and do the right thing and allow all CPO holders to carry in these gun-free zones? Let's repeal them all together.
Well, you know, it's interesting, Sheriff, with the budget cuts. I mean, we're starting to see more part-time officers,
right,
deputies, and reserve officers. Yep. I mean, is this just a sign of the times?
Well, it's for our organization, and we're looking to multiply our forces. And again, when we have large-scale events, you know, we have fireworks in downtown Mount Clemens, you know, we're able to bring 100 personnel down there. That's reserves and full-time. We could never get 100 full-time staff to come work, nor could we pay for an event of that nature. So again, you know, having reserves is a great, it's great for the department and it's great for the community, because we're also able to deploy those reserves at special events. We get many requests for different events going on, whether it's Relay for Life or a community event here, and a lot of those reserves will go out on their own time and do static displays, and they have the training, and they wear the same uniform, and they engage with the community. They're fostering that relationship between the police and the community.
Do they get paid?
They do not get paid. They do it all on their own time, and they spend their own money for their uniforms and equipment.
Why would you accept a donation from a reserve police officer in Macomb County?
No, for the sheriff's office, we have a budget. We run our budget through taxpayers' money. There's no reason. They come, the only investment they make is for their equipment, and we provide everything else.
Philip, you cost the city $18,000 apparently, is from what I read, because of your FOIA request.
Correct. Had the village of Oakley just turned over the names of all these reservists, it would have been a non-starter. They fought 2.5 years to keep this program secret, and the reason why they likely kept it secret is because it smelled really bad.
What does it smell like? Seriously, is Rick right? I think Rick Ector said it. This is just a kind of a hoax to get a concealed pistol, to be able to carry your gun in schools and that type of thing.
The short answer is we just don't know. It took 2.5 years just to find out the who. We don't yet know the why, the how, or the what at this particular point.
If they're not actually doing work for the community, then obviously their willingness to be a part of the program is not out of some civic-minded good sense to do good for the community. It's basically, I believe, in my opinion, to get the exemption.
Well, what do you want to reveal in the long run here?
I want to be able to let the citizens of Oakley, including one of them's my client, to be able to go and debate this issue and to be able to decide for themselves, is this a good policy for this town or not? And as it stands right now, I don't think it's a good policy personally, but that's for the citizens to decide, not one police officer who's the chief who's getting money in from these individuals to run the program.
Do they actually have badges?
They actually have badges.
That say Oakley on them?
It says Village of Oakley.
How much does it cost to be a reserve in Oakley?
Again, we don't know for sure at this point because no one's revealed, but we're talking in the few $1,000s range.
Do you think this is a crime, Sheriff?
A crime? No, I just think it's the way it's, again, not knowing all the facts and just what we're talking about here. Again, maybe a mismanagement, maybe not transparency, an overkill. You know, do they need that many? But, you know, a crime, I mean, the law allows for reserve officers,
not be a
but you
crime.
have to be
But it
up
smells a
front.
little funny?
It basically smells really bad, and it's a slap in the face to CPO holders. It really is.
Everybody's smelling a little something up here. I
This
agree.
is going to continue to play out. Thank you both, Elton
Thank
Revere,
you.
Rick Ector, and Sheriff Wickersham. You're going to still be here, though, for our next segment, so stand by. A local man is killed after being tased by police. Are cops taser happy? We're going to debate this next on Let It Rip Weekend.